Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for today's video. We're looking at 15 of the most incredible pedestrian bridges. They're not only functional, but they are works of art in their own right. Let's start with number 15, the Henderson Waves Bridge. Singapore ranks as Asia's greenest city by the Green City Index, having nearly 50% green coverage and a strong commitment to renewable energy. One notable feature of this eco-friendly city-state is the Southern Ridges. It's a 6.2-mile trail in its southern region that connects several parks. The highlight of this trail is the Henderson Waves, Singapore's tallest pedestrian bridge. It was conceived in 2002. The Southern Ridges project aimed to link Mount Faber, Telok Blangah Hill, and Kent Ridge Parks, and the Labrador Nature Reserve. To achieve this, authorities invested the equivalent of about $18.5 million in architecturally striking pedestrian bridges and walkways. Among these bridges, the Henderson Waves stands out. It was completed in 2008 and it spans 899 feet and rises 108. Spectacle adds another layer to the bridge's appeal, drawing visitors to admire the city's beauty under a different light. Number 14. Golden Bridge. The Da Nang Golden Bridge stands out as one of Vietnam's most iconic bridges, renowned for its unique design and stunning golden yellow hue. It's located within the Ban Na Hills complex near Da Nang City. This pedestrian bridge rests at an impressive altitude of 4,600 feet above sea level, offering visitors breathtaking views and a memorable experience. Spanning 492 feet in length, the Golden Bridge features distinctive gilded railing frames and an elegant winding shape that gives the illusion of being lifted by two giant hands. The bridge has now not only captivated visitors but also hosted significant events such as the Fashion Voyage Fashion Show, which has solidified its status as a cultural landmark. As one of Vietnam's premier photography spots, the Golden Bridge sees a constant influx of travelers, photographers, and influencers capture traffic opportunities. This Golden Bridge continues to enchant and inspire, leaving an indelible mark on those who journey across its majestic span. Number 13. The Sochi SkyBridge. Situated within the Sochi Sky Park, northeast of the Winter Olympic City, the Sky Bridge spans an impressive 1,440 feet across the valley, soaring 679 feet above the ground. It opened in the summer. That footbridge includes two observation platforms, each offering breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains. Now, this Sky Park features adrenaline-pumping actions like the Mega Troll zip line, which propels thrill seekers about 2,300 feet at speeds of approximately 90 miles an hour. Additionally, there's the Sochi Swing, touted as the highest swing in the world on the company's website. It's constructed from 740 tons of steel and 2,000 cubic meters of concrete. The Sky Bridge is engineered to withstand earthquakes, hurricane-force winds, and extreme weather. This new addition to the world's vertigo-inducing attractions joins science. In the Mont Blanc Massif mountain range, the Step into the Void attraction opened recently. This five-sided glass viewing box, positioned over 12,000 feet above the valley, is constructed in 3 layers of tempered glass, each 0.47 inches thick, capable of withstanding winds up to 137 miles an hour and some extreme temperatures. Number 12. The Capilano Suspension Bridge. The Capilano Suspension Bridge in British Columbia, Canada, is a breathtaking marvel of engineering and natural beauty. Stretching 460 feet across and hovering 230 feet above the river, this simple suspension bridge isn't just a river crossing, it's an iconic attraction that draws over 1 million visitors annually. Originally constructed in 1889 by Scottish civil engineer George Grant Mackay, the bridge has undergone several transformations over the years, from its humble beginnings with hemp ropes and cedar planks to its reconstruction in 1956 with wire cables. This bridge has evolved while preserving its charm. Enhancing the experience of the bridge, or the temporary closure was necessary for repairs, the bridge continued to captivate visitors and serve as a popular setting for various television series. Moreover, the Capilano Suspension Bridge has transcended its physical appearance by making appearances in popular media like racing games and music videos, including a visit by Korean pop group NCT 127 as part of their world tour. Number 11. Carrick-a-Rede Rope Bridge. The Carrick-a-Rede Rope Bridge in Northern Ireland is a captivating link between the mainland and the tiny Carrick-a-Rede Island, aptly named the Rock of the Casting in Irish. This thrilling rope bridge spans a modest 66 feet, with a daring height of about 100 feet above the rocky shores, drawing nearly 500,000 visitors annually. The bridge's history traces back over 350 years, believed to have been initially constructed by salmon fishermen to access the island during the fishing season. Over time, the bridge evolved from its previous earlier form, such as in the 1970s version with one handrest examples. Marine erosion has exposed the volcanic structure, revealing tuff and other volcanic remnants, giving us what we see here today. Think of it as a living history lesson. Surrounded by stunning coastal views, including the sites of Rathlin Island in Scotland, the area is designated as an area of special scientific interest for its unique geology, flora, and fauna. Beneath the island's surface lies expansive caves that once served as shelters and homes for boat builders, adding to its historical and natural allure. Number 10. Kokonoe Yume Suspension Bridge. Located in the scenic western end of Oita Prefecture, the Kokonoe Yume Otsurehashi Bridge stands as Japan's longest and tallest pedestrian suspension bridge. Construction of this bridge commenced in May of 2004 and it concluded in 2006 in October, and it was proudly funded solely by local efforts without government subsidies, with the total cost nearing 2 billion yen. The bridge, aptly named Dream Suspension Bridge, was chosen through a public name, with Odaki Male Falls standing out as one of Japan's most 100 beautiful waterfalls. Each season brings with it its own enchanting allure to the bridge. In early spring, the forest below bursts into vibrant green, offering a refreshing sight for visitors. By November, though, the foliage transforms into a kaleidoscope of fiery reds and oranges, creating a striking autumn panorama. Winter months transform the valley below again into a magical snow-covered wonderland, completing the bridge's seasonal charm. To sweeten the pot a little bit, the bridge hosts various seasonal events throughout the year, adding to the excitement of this extraordinary attraction. Whether traversing the bridge for its stunning views, geological marvels, or seasonal transformations, a journey across this bridge is an unforgettable adventure, reflecting the many dreams inspired by the prefecture's people. Number 9. Highline 179. Highline 179, situated on the Bavarian-Austrian border, stretches at an impressive height of 374 feet above the Ehrenberg above the tread, ensuring safety and stability for visitors. One end of the bridge sits 32 feet higher than the other, resulting in a noticeable sag of about 56 feet, relative to an imaginary straight line between the two ends. While the bridge is a load-bearing capacity of about 1,000 people, for safety reasons only 500 individuals can access the bridge simultaneously, regulated by turnstiles at both ends. The construction began in April 2014 with groundbreaking in early May, and investors were secured for the project in 2013, enabling its realization. Despite delays though, including a temporary closure in October 2014, the bridge officially opened on November 22, 2014. Highline 179 earned its place in the Guinness Book of World Records as the longest pedestrian bridge in the Tibet style, following a thorough assessment. But if you've been paying close enough attention to our list today, you'll realize that Highline 179 was toppled by the Sochi SkyBridge, metaphorically speaking, of course. Number 8. The Puente de Occidente. The Puente de Occidente, or Brittle Towers, with 2 towers on each bank of the river anchoring the cables. Initially intended for pedestrian use, the bridge later accommodated vehicular traffic, becoming a vital link between Colombia's interior and the Caribbean Sea, catalyzing economic development in the region. On December 27, 1895, after 8 years of construction, the bridge became the longest suspension bridge in Latin America, underscoring its significance in national infrastructure. It is declared as a National Monument of Colombia in 1978, and it further solidified its cultural and historical importance. Despite subsequent longer suspension bridge in South America, this one retains its symbolic and practical value, serving as a vital artery for commerce and connectivity. Significant restoration efforts happened in 2014 to preserve the bridge's structural integrity while also highlighting its architectural heritage. Moving on to number 7, Mathematical Bridge. Finally, a bridge for us nerds, the numbers people. The Mathematical Bridge in Cambridge, England is a captivating arch composed of straight timbers arranged in a tangent and radial trussing system, showcasing sophisticated engineering principles. The arrangement of tangents and radial members not only describes the arc of the bridge, but also provides structural rigidity. Analysis of this design reveals that the tangent members are primarily under compression, while the radial timbers experience tension with minimal bending stress. Legends do surround the Mathematical Bridge, and it adds to that mystique. One such legend attributes the bridge's design to Sir Isaac Newton, suggesting that it was held together without nails, screws, or bolts. According to this tale, Cambridge University students attempted to disassemble and reassemble the bridge, only to find themselves unable to replicate its construction. In reality, the bridge was the work of Etheridge and Essex, completed long after Newton's death. While it doesn't defy basic physics by holding together solely through its design, the early use of iron spikes in the joints may have contributed to that myth of its seemingly magical construction. Rock in nearby Linville Peak. The bridge offers visitors a unique vantage point at an elevation of almost 5,300 feet. Despite the name, though, the mile-high swinging bridge doesn't really swing in the conventional sense. It is a suspension bridge, relying on vertical cables to support its structure, similar to iconic structures like the Golden Gate. Over the decades, the mile-high swinging bridge has undergone significant renovations to ensure its safety. In 1999, the original cables and foot planks were replaced with durable galvanized steel. These improvements have made it more comfortable for travelers to traverse the bridge and take in the surrounding natural beauty. Beyond the architectural marvel of this bridge, it represents Hugh Morton's lifelong dedication to preserving Grandfather Mountain and its wildlife. Morton's legacy lives on through the bridge, which continues to attract visitors from around the world. Although Hugh Morton passed away in 2006, his vision and passion endure through the mile-high bridge, serving as a bridge not only between the two mountain peaks, but also between generations of nature enthusiasts. And the bridge's spiral design is not only visually striking, but does carry some symbolic significance, representing the 4 bases of DNA. This intentional left-handed DNA-like configuration, a rarity on Earth, earned the bridge a place in the Left-Handed DNA Hall of Fame in 2010. At night, the bridge comes alive with a series of lights that accentuate its double helix structure. It also incorporates canopies made of fritted glass and perforated steel mesh to provide shade for pedestrians during the day. It was constructed using approximately 650 tons of stainless steel and 1,000 tons of carbon steel for the temporary structure. The Helix Bridge has strength built right into its DNA. The construction, which started in 2007, posed some challenges, as launching trusses over a 160-foot wide navigation channel while ensuring minimal disruption to bay users was a bit of a challenge. It was hailed as a world first in architectural and engineering bridge design by the Land Transport Authority and received accolades such as the World's Best Transport Building Award at the World Architecture Festival Awards, and additionally used to captivate visitors, proving once again that the city-state of Singapore is the future of infrastructure. Number 4. Nelson Rock's Via Ferrata. War can sometimes leave unexpected legacies behind, and one such legacy is the Via Ferrata, which translates to Iron Path in Italian. This system of steel rungs and cables built into the sides of mountainous regions originated during World War I in the Dolomite Mountains of Italy. The rugged terrain here became a battleground between the Austro-Hungarian and Italian forces, leading to the installation of these fixed lines of steel cable to aid in transporting goods and provide safer routes for climbers. After the war ended, the Via Ferrata remained intact, offering adventurous climbers an opportunity to navigate the challenging mountainous landscape. Decades later, during World War II, the 10th Mountain Division trained in West Virginia Apennines-like terrain, utilizing Nelson Rocks as a training ground due to its similarities with the Italian landscape. Nelson Rocks, located in evolved into a recreational activity that enables people of varying skill levels to enjoy mountain vistas and explore areas they would otherwise be inaccessible. The introduction of the Via Ferrata at Monhonk Mountain House in the Shawangunk Ridge is a recent development that's inspired by the rich climbing history in the region. Mohonk's Via Ferrata was conceived during the COVID-19 shutdown with a focus on preserving and respecting the natural landscape while providing unique adventure for experienced visitors. The Via Ferrata at Mohonk Mountain House bridges the gap between hiking and traditional rock climbing, offering an exciting opportunity for guests to engage with the rugged terrain. Number 3. Natural Bridges National Monument. Natural Bridges National Monument, situated in the dramatic landscape of southeast Utah, is built by the powerful forces of erosion that have sculpted the region for millions of years. This national monument is located at the junction of White Canyon and Armstrong Canyon, and it showcases 3 remarkable natural bridges, Kachina, Owanchomo, and Sipa. It's carved the present course over the last 6 million years, contributing to this dramatic terrain. At an elevation of up to 6,500 feet, the monument has a diverse range of vegetation. Juniper forests dominate the landscape, interspersed with grasses and desert shrubs like brittlebrush and sage, and in the canyons where water's more abundant, riparian plants such as willow, oak, and cottonwood thrive. The preservation efforts here have played a critical role in maintaining the integrity of the ecosystem. Grazing has been restricted for nearly a century, allowing undisturbed areas with mature soils to flourish. These efforts have contributed to the conservation of native plant species and the overall health of the landscape. Despite its geological stability, the area is not without its risks, though. The thinness of Owachomo Bridge, at only 9 feet thick at its crest, highlights the potential for collapse. The Moab Fault, located nearby, poses a seismic hazard that could lead to a catastrophic bridge failure. Human history in the area does date back more than a millennia, broader audience, inviting travelers to witness the beauty of these natural bridges. Number 2. Caminito del Rey. El Caminito del Rey, or the King's Little Path, is a historic walkway clinging to the sheer walls of a narrow gorge in El Chorro in Malaga, Spain. It's originally known as Camino del Rey, but it was built in the early 20th century to facilitate transport and maintenance for workers. The construction, initiated in 1901 and completed in 1905, provided a vital link between Chorro Falls and Gaitanejo Falls. The pathway, a mere 3 feet wide, extends over 130 feet above the river below, offering breathtaking views. Initially composed of concrete resting on steel rails supported by rock-faced stanchions, the walkway did deteriorate over time, with sections crumbling away. Following some tragic accidents in 1999 and 2000 that resulted in fatalities, the walkway was closed for over a decade due to safety concerns. Even during that closure period, daredevils attempted the route, resulting in additional fatalities. Scenes from Scent of Mystery, Von Ryan's Express, The Horseman, and the Spanish thriller The End. Simply put, the bridge is a movie star. It's a unique combination of history, peril, and cinematic allure. Number 1. Gateshead Millennium Bridge. The Gateshead Millennium Bridge, known for its innovative design and unique functionality, represents a pivotal piece of infrastructure linking the Gateshead Arts Quarter with Newcastle upon Tyne's quayside area. Opening to the public in 2001, the structure was the first tilting bridge, offering both pedestrians and cyclists a dynamic crossing experience. It was conceived and designed by the renowned architectural practice Wilkinson Eyre and the structural engineering firm Gifford. The Millennium Bridge quickly became an award-winning landmark. Its distinct shape and tilting method did earn it an affectionate nickname like the Blinking Eye Bridge or the Winking Eye Bridge. Despite being shorter in stature compared to its neighboring Tyne Bridge, the Millennium Bridge holds its own as a significant marvel. As on functionality and aesthetics, the Gateshead Millennium Bridge consists of 2 steel arches supporting a parabolic-shaped deck. This lightweight design enables smooth operation during the tilting process, facilitated by hydraulic rams that allow the entire structure to rotate. This innovative mechanism, taking just 4 minutes to open or close, creates up to 85 feet of clearance for river traffic. Beyond its functional role, though, the bridge serves as a symbol of modern engineering and architectural ingenuity, blending seamlessly with the surrounding urban landscape. At night, though, a carefully designed lighting system illuminates the bridge, enhancing its visual appeal without causing too much light pollution. The bridge's slender cables and sleek profile also contribute to its aesthetic,